Boom! We are here ready to go into map number 1 in our first of three map series of the day. We got some housekeeping to do as always. Let's go ahead and break down all this for you. It's nice, bright, and early in the morning for me. As you can see, I'm still trying to open my eyes. But we are here in Meta Madness number 9, and this is going to have some tournament restrictions when it comes to the heroes available within... Oh, I made that prediction too short. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I made the prediction too short. But it is going to be RossPierrDoll on the left-hand side. DMW will be on the right. There we go. That's the prediction. We are going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. The members of RossPierrDoll banned away Blackheart's Bay and Sky Temple, Cursed Hollow, and Garden of Terror banned away by DMW. The map choice will be coming out from RossPierrDoll as the DMW players opted in for first pick priority as the coin flip winners. The heroes that are banned away in the current tournament, or restricted in the tournament, there are 16 heroes, and those are going to be Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Chromie, Dehaka, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Medivh, Rehgar, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Valla. Those 16 heroes are unavailable for Group Day 5 and 6. We're in Group Day 6. I literally edited all of Group Day 2, 3, and... 2, 3, 4, and 5 yesterday. So, that is going to be a first pick Cho'Gall, by the way. Nicely done, RossPierrDoll. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What a way to start the day. What else can I tell you? Oh, yes, it's Meta Madness. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable, so Tracer cannot be played in maps 2 and 3. I keep mentioning that there's maps 2 and 3. It's not a best of 5. It is a 3-map series, so by the time we get to map number 3, after the ban phase, which does not carry over for hero bans, only heroes that are picked and played the 10, that you'll see, you'll have 40 heroes unavailable. You have 16 tournament baseline banned, and then another 20 from maps 1 and 2, plus the 4 at the top. So 40 of the 50 heroes will be unavailable. Mr. Bandit, I know your toes are so tasty, and I know your board is early in the morning, but you gotta chill out for me as we do get into our mid-ban phase. Tracer, Malfuriate, and Nubarak will be the first 2 picks on the right, or the first 3 picks on the right side. We do have a Cassia, Stitches, Maiev, Lucio, and the Tychus will be banned away. As we do get into a ban phase on the right side, will there be a removal of Ariel or Alexstrasza is the big question. Are alerts working? There must be insane spreadsheets. There's basically the spreadsheet is tournament baseline banned heroes, the heroes that were banned in picked in map 1. It's a lot more. It's really simple, realistically. Are alerts working? I don't know. The best way to test alerts is by gifting subs, resubscribing. You can also test alerts by doing this.
Wow.
Well, it seems like WoW is working at least. Let me give you one more here. Let's see here. Let's try a little Yeehaw. Yeah, I decided not to play Yeehaw, but it is what it is. So, Ariel was banned away. They are going to grab the Leoric on the left-hand side for the solo lane, but are they going to grab their healer here? Yeah, there's the Alexstrasza we were talking about. Yeehaw! There you go.
It's on your mind, hillbilly.
What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, Yeehaw, that's right.
Alerts work. It's just the Twitch API sometimes doesn't connect. That's just it. Some days it connects and it works perfectly fine, and some days it does not. Zul'jin Malthael will be the last 2 picks on the right side, and Bone Slicer Zul'jin makes sense. Malthael percent base damage is pretty nice. This might be a Tormented Souls game. Last rites might get mitigated by Molten Block of Cho'Gall, Lifebinder possibly of Alexstrasza. The Falset at the end for the members of RPD. The question is it going to be Q build? I actually think it will be Q build, so you at least Boomerang level 7 for the Spell Armor debuff, because I think that'll work well into the Cho'Gall. But let's get into it, everyone. Map number 1 of the day. It's got a Cho'Gall composition. You like to start the day with a Cho and a Gall. It's not my fault, Mitch. It's Twitch's fault. There's nothing I can do about it. Literally. I've seen this happen to streamers with like 3,000 viewers. It's Twitch's alert system. And even when I was using Stream Elements and Stream Labs, I still had the same issues. So the only nice part about this is everything is located through Twitch, and hopefully one day they fix their shit. Left side of the map is going to be RossPierrDoll. You've got Aryan playing your Falstad. Itrex is going to be playing the Leorc. You've got Mac Bronick on the Cho and Gall, and Lavka will be playing her Royal Thickness Alexstrasza. Quality skin. Right side of the map, we're going to be taking a look at DMW, the Monday Walkers. It is the Evil playing Malfurion, Dark Wolf playing your Nubrak, Yashiro on Zul'jin. Sereny will be playing that Tracer, and Theoden is going to be your Malthael. It is auto build Falstad at level 1. Little Runic Bomb and Dread Orb to be thrown in for some initial siege onto the fort gate. Zul'jin, of course, Grievous Throw level 1. Emerald Dreams Malfurion, Parting Gift Tracer. Ruby and Armor for a Nubrak as they burrow charge into the Cho'Gall. They find Alexstrasza as well. A decent amount of axes have been donated, but Cho'Gall seems to be able to back away just fine. Callous Hide level 1. You've got your Circle of Life as well for the Alexstrasza. Death's Reach on Malthael. Taskmaster for the Cho'Gall, by the way. Or, sorry, the Keep Moving, not Taskmaster. Keep Moving is the increased movement speed bonus from shove by 10% and duration by 2 seconds. Frequent Fire for the Falstad, as we mentioned. And I believe that covers all of our level 1s. We do have Zul'jin working on his baseline stackage. And he's already got 10 stacks, as it is 5 stacks per singular marker, however you want to break that one down. 5 stacks for a tick, maybe, is a good way to say that. But it is either way going to be just a little siege into the fort gate. Camps are going to be grabbed from both sides, a little bit faster on the DMW side, as they will be able to smash this into fort gate. Zul'jin going to get a little bit of siege onto the tower. Could be autoing into Cho'Gall, but wants to try and get some damage into the structure. Falstad flies in, Nubrak burrows into Falstad as the answer. The Impale does connect Cho'Gall with the Surging Fist in. Zul'jin continues to donate axe after axe into the enemy. The Orc has a little bit of a drain. No kills to be achieved in map number 1. Or sorry, in the initial engagements here, sorry. That would be insane if we had to kill this map number 1. Alexstrasza quickly gathering globes. She's already at 6. No siege giants to be grabbed in the bottom lane. Leorc misses the drain on the Tracer. She's able to back away. A little lightning rod applied to her, but she blinks out of range once again. Falstad with a couple autos. Chunk onto the Tracer as the safe rotations continue from top to mid from Cho'Gall Alexstrasza, really trying to finish out that Circle of Life. Another 12 regeneration globes. Actually, that's not right, 7, because it was reduced to 15 quite some time ago. Leorc has maneuvered in. Sorry, that's Zul'jin maneuvering into the bottom of the Sea Giants. Leorc's still in lane with Falstad. And we got odds on the gamble, which you like to see. Thank you, everybody. That of Barbs for a Nubrak, no Shed Exoskeleton for movement speed bonus, just wants that 65 armor now. This is going to be a little bit of poke damage onto the way from that Dread Orb as Mac and Bronick turn in a good 20 gems of the 50, nearly halfway there for the first Webweaver summoning. This Tracer in this bottom lane up against Leorc and Falstad does her best to clear things out. Siege Giants cleared away, minion wave being managed. We'll see if Falstad pivots out of that lane. It is going to be Malthael putting a small amount of pressure into Alexstrasza. Fun fact in the lobby, Lovecall and I were literally talking about Hades 2 speedruns. Apparently, Lovecall does Hades 2 speedruns and is number 77 on the leaderboard for any percent fear. So, that's just cool. That was a fun little tidbit because I was looking at the leaderboard. I was like, holy shit, you're there at 77. They were like, yep. Speaking of, we are going to get into Hades 2 speedruns this week. We'll be doing a bunch of different categories, but right now, in bottom lane, Sereny's able to blink away. No kill into the Tracer. Still a killless game. As I say that, there's going to be some damage onto Zul'jin. He actually dumps in so many axes, steps up. Oh, the Dread Orb reversal does not get the kill into Yashiro, who's able to tap well. Danger paying onto the Tracer. She'll get a regrowth from Malfurion, blinking in, parting gift value as well. And both teams have enough for a turn-in. 8 more needed on the left side. 26 needed on the right. Burrow charge from Malfurion down the ground. Zul'jin donating axe after axe. 12 stacks already for the troll. As Alexstrasza gets her 15th regeneration globe. Abundance now spawns a globe every single time it comes down. And she also did go into the Surge of Vitality with the Verdant Flourish as well. I assume it's a Lifebinder game. I don't think it's going to be Cleansing Flame. Falstad going full auto attack build. He's not going to go for that spell armor debuff. Yushiro drops their HP, donates some more axes, 13 stacks. Zul'jin also does pick up the Vicious Assault at level 7. And the Red Web Weavers will descend against the members of RossPierrDoll. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, heal, and experience looks like so far. Map number 1 of the day. We got 9 total maps for all of you. Kaladin, what's up, bud? Good morning. Burrow charge from Medivh into this Cho'Gall. Surging Fist to get to safety. Runic Bomb thrown out into the enemies as well. A few flame buffets from Alexstrasza connecting onto the enemy. The mid lane the mid lane forward is getting a little bit low here. Cho'Gall goes in, looking to take down Yushiro. Falstad flying in. The Evil has not a whole lot of mana. And Falstad barrels in. Does he have the W damage available? Indeed. Theoden, the next one to fall. It's a triple kill during this Webweaver phase, as the mid lane fort will be saved just below 50%. A really good triple kill for RossPierrDoll as they kick things off, bolstering their experience with those kills. And now they should have the opportunity for a turn-in. I doubt it's going to be a dive onto another enemy, as the clutch is now just reopened. And as I mentioned before, 8 gems were needed, 54 currently held. We're in back-to-back territory for RossPierrDoll, especially after taking down 3 DMW members. That is going to reduce their gem economy quite a bit. Bottom lane Siege answer we have. It is Lifebinder, Twisting Nether, Twilight Hammer, Gust for Falstad. Leoric, he's going to go in Tomb. I don't think this is March of the Black King. As silly as it would be, I think this is definitely an Entomb game. Works out with what they built here. That's going to be a Twilight Hammer and a Tracer. It's a half-second stun, 0.75 second stun for Twilight Hammer. There's the Entomb, by the way. Leoric does pop it onto Zul'jin in mid lane, and I do see a pause coming through. So we're going to go ahead and find out what that is. Let's go ahead and hit the right button. All right. There we go, everyone. Thank you for your patience in the pause. A bit of a long one there, but it's all good. We got everyone back in. And here we go. The Webweaver summoning did come through. It looks like Leoric was actually pivoting into the top lane. Zul'jin was finishing out clearing mid. And now we are going to be seeing bottom lane. That's damage onto Darkwolf. The Anub'arak does go down. Tranquility from Malfurion will be active, as that is the heroic pickup from them. Yo, what's up, Yanthor? Good morning, Yanthor's wife. Cho'Gall trying to get the last hit onto Tracer. Last rites takes down the big ogre. And that only gives 1 stack of last rites. Falstad gusts away the Falstad if the pulse bomb hits. And it looks like Falstad did step up to try and grab those Cho'Gall gems. That's a lot of damage into Falstad after the root connected, but Tracer needs to back away. It's a type of mint. Actually not. Oh, so then what is it? So camp over here will be finished out. We do have Cho'Gall respawned. And Leoric is going to turn in 33. As I mentioned, it was back-to-back territory, and Falstad gets a bundle in as well. So let's see what kind of siege value can be picked up by the side of RossPierrDoll with a secondary Webweaver phase. Leoric Wraith walking in, Entomb available. Last rites on a 7-second cooldown. Impale from Medivh does go down the ground. An auto attack or 2 from Zul'jin being thrown out. He'll use Rejuvenation to heal up a little bit. York still in the top lane, pushing up a wave with that big old mop. 13 talents here on the left side. Cho'Gall does get that Molten Block, so we'll be able to mitigate last rites potentially. We're just kind of looking at Siege on the minimap and see how things unfold. What's up, Ninja? Good morning, bud. Runic Bomb thrown out. Cho'Gall is going to be slept by Malfurion. Doesn't seem like he's going to be in too much of a trouble. Leoric is stepped up in top lane. And Zul'jin's going to drop a lot of gems, but Darkwolf is here to pick up everything that was dropped. Top and bottom forest go down. I think mid lane as well. Last rights. Oh, that's 31 gems on the Leoric, but I think Cho'Gall, they find kind of a counter on that gem loss by taking down Tracer. She has like 28 or so. And the bottom lane, we were still pushing it. What's up, Lazy Hydra? Good morning. Lazy Hydra, the new Mario Kart's Discord event is up and available, by the way, for the month of December. Just, you know, heads up on that one. All Discord events for December have been set up. If you'd like to take a look at them if you're in the Discord. If not, use !Discord and join.
Deliver the gems to my altar.
You know, like almost 400 people in there. It's awesome. I wish the roads here were icy. We still have 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius. It's way too hot up here for almost December. Alright, so Tracer is doing Tracer things. She's gonna try and solo the boss. Falstad is pushing up a wave in bottom. Zul'jin's gonna come react to that, or at least clear it out, but 16 talent here is going to be picked up faster on the left-hand side from the structures being taken down, from also the extra kills. Gust into the corner, Malfurion pops Tranquility. There's going to be a tomb from Leoric, the Twisting Nether, the Molten Block as well. Malfurion is the one to go down, and Dark Wolf is able to burrow charge to safety. Will start hearthing out behind the gate. Will the Runic Bomb hit? Nah, Falstad flying. They have to know something's going on with this boss. They haven't seen Tracer in ages, and they're going to discover her right here. Pulse Bomb lands at a Love Call. Cho'Gall going in immediately. The boss was leashed for a little bit, but Leoric is going to start tanking the damage to make sure that they don't have to work through an entire health bar. I think Tracer had it down to about 25%. The boss regened up to 50%, but still, that's a good invade onto the boss. No Webweaver summoning for the left-hand side of RossPierrDoll, as that Leoric did drop what would have been the next turn-in. No flamed eye tracks by any means, just it was that 30 gems lost in top lane. A bit rough right there as Cho'Gall surging fist in, looking for more damage from the Theoden. Zoom onto Malfield's there, he's gonna reap through it, but I believe, yes, Malfield does go down. The Red Webweavers, what kind of value can they bring to the table as everything is pushed back against them? Boss in top lane, by the way, working on Keep Gate. Yashiro will clear that out. Just tap well really quickly, and this will also be Falstad. I thought Falstad was going to barrel roll over the wall and try and take down Zul'jin, but Tostingo is available. Charge into Impale onto Cho'Gall, little shove, but Lifebinder will be forced out from Alexstrasza. A relatively low cooldown for left Lifebinder, by the way, at 50 seconds. And she also does go into the overprotection. Heroes healed by abundance, gain a shield for 6 seconds, equal to 70% of their the amount healed. Sorry. Oh, crippling hammer, the rare level 16 from Falstad. You like to see it. Increase the slow of the hammering from 25% to 50. Hold on, we gotta snooze some ads here. No ads in our Cho'Gall game. Come on now, Twitch. I've also run out of snoozes, so this game needs to end within 9 minutes. Gust up against the wall, Twisting Nether is there. The last right's mitigated by the Molten Block. The Cho'Gall still goes down to the Malfield in the end, and he will get a credit for that kill. The hammering from Falstad with Secret Weapon level 7 is going to be coming through and gets the damage on the Tracer. Zul'jin does go down. We do have Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Malfield's going to try and dip dive and dodge over here. Falstad tried to head them off at the pass. It doesn't work out. And now Malfurion, the lone defender, looks like he's going to be catching a plane all the way to Northern Europe in just a moment. And we're going to be seeing Malfurion head over to... Finland! It took a minute. Oh man, we get deja vu as we go ahead and see top lane being pushed in a little bit by that catapult. Alexstrasza grabbing some soak in bottom. We do have Leoric and Falstad clearing out of camp. By the way, Leoric Mithril Mace, 97 stacks, almost done with that one. 23 for your Zul'jin. He does have the No Mercy level 16, which is a big one for him. Alexstrasza started this camp. Falstad goes and grabs experience, and the wave in bottom might help out Alexstrasza, but she honestly has decent damage with the Flame Buffet, and Lava will be able to clear this out quite quickly on their own. New Nubrack is, I believe, seeing the enemies on this camp. At least sees the out. Yeah, they definitely see them on this camp. Dark Wolf won't be detected in the bush as the enemy team does rotate out. Ritual of Life, you do have Cthulhu's Hammer? Yeah, Cthulhu's Gift, excuse me. Actually, no, I think you don't pronounce the C. I think it's Cthulhu's Gift. Wind Tunnel for the Falstad. You have the Twisting Nether upgrade with Shifting Nether and Buried Alive for the Leoric. Leoric coming in from top lane, looking to join the allies as a Wraith walk in. Any Entomb to be utilized onto Malthael and D, but they step out. The Wind Tunnel from Falstad trying to push people away. Malthael does go down. The Shifting Nether activated. Dark Wolf is going to try and put some pressure on the Falstad as the Lifebinder will be activated, I do believe. Actually, no, the Lifebinder was mitigated by the Cocoon, excuse me. Webweaver has landed. Tracer, Malfurion, Zul'jin to defend. A couple more autos from Zul'jin find their way into the Leoric as Tostingo is used, but Zul'jin needs to utilize that to back away. Let an Orb level 16 did connect onto Malfurion, but he will not be taken down. And it's looking like this is going to be map number 1 over to our champion Cho'Galls. And it does seem like the Nubrack player. This is actually, they were having connectivity issues and stuff, so this is probably them logging out so they can probably relog and stuff. So trying to be proactive. I don't think that was like BM by any means. Oh, it is Cthulhu's? It is Cthulhu's Gift? Okay, thank you. Because I know there's things that have a similar spelling, like Thonic. It's spelled like Chthonic, but you don't pronounce the C, so I was thinking it might be one of those things. But thank you. Okay, Cthulhu's Gift. Okay, you do pronounce the C. Thanks, Devastated. Alright, chat, you know the dealio. We're going to run some ads, we're going to pay out the gamble, and we'll get ready for map number 2 in just a moment here. There are discounted subs through Twitch right now. This is not something I've turned on. Twitch has turned this on, so from, I think it ends like Monday at some time, but I believe today might be the last day to be able to get discounted subs, 35% off 5 gifted subs or more, and we are currently 7 subs away from our sub goal for the Christmas tree for the Yule log stream. We did drop some subs, so I adjusted the sub goal because everyone was so generous yesterday. We got like 8 subs away yesterday, so I was like, you know what, we'll make it around 7, or around 340. So if you'd like to support the stream, it's much appreciated. We're going to go ahead and get ready for map number 2 of this 3-map series. Do consider subscribing. Thanks for hanging out, and welcome back, everybody, as we are here in map number 2 in our first 3-map series of the day, and it is going to be the members of RossPierrDoll on the left-hand side and DMW on the right. Now, if you were coming into the stream late or anything like that, this is the Meta Madness style of draft. Hence the logo right over here, which means that heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this 3-map series. So, as we start this map, there are 26 heroes unavailable. There's the baseline tournament bans, or the tournament restrictions, I'm trying to use the better phrasing on this one, which will be the 16 heroes. If you want to know the exact list, you can use !MM. If you would like to see the difference from week to week, because there has been more and more heroes restricted throughout the group stage weekends, you can use ! That'll take you over to the Liquipedia, which gives you all the information and the breakdown for that one. I will do my best to add all this information to YouTube videos. I'm actually going to be working on all of the... I'm going to work on group stage 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 after stream today, so I've got a lot of YouTube work on my end. But the YouTube schedule is going to be nice and hearty. I believe Eternal Conflict was the last tournament we did, and the grand finals of that go up on Monday, tomorrow. So then these videos, Group Stage Day 2 will start going up on Wednesday. There's no Group Stage Day 1 because I had no internet. Oh, thank you so much for Get What. I saw you posted something ahead, but I got so distracted in the in-between games, so I do apologize about that, Forget What. But thank you for the information. I really do appreciate it. Love learning more about teas. And Crow Fiam, welcome in, my friend. Welcome to our lovely community. Who would dare come to the stream late? Oh, I don't know, man. Everyone has that little bell clicked and everything. Everyone gets the mobile notifications. But either way, let's focus in on 2 Infernal Shrines. Maev and Lucy will be banned away on the left-hand side. You do have a Stitches and Kerrigan removed on the right. Tyrael will be your first pick for the side of DMW. And so, what do they want to run here for Infernal Shrines? Alex Strauss has already been played. and so has Cho'Gall. I was wondering if we would see possibly Mephisto, but Mephisto often is paired with the Alexstrasza, and since she was played in map 1, she can't be played in map 2. I do like the Gul'dan Ariel. It gives you solid wave clear. You got some baseline CC. You got two great heroics. Whether it be, I mean, it's gonna be assumed to be Horrified Gul'dan, and Ariel is probably gonna Crystal Aegis, but Resurrect does have some really cool value as well, especially with light speed at level 20. But either way, this is gonna be Tyrael, Cassia, Sonya. Are we building a Diablo comp? Is it full Diablo over here? Bro, Deckard, Kayn, and Mephisto. Honestly, Deckard, Mephisto slot in and works with the composition pretty well. And you get full whatchamacallit, Diablo composition. The snow? Bro, everyone's getting snow but us, and it's tilting me to the moon. My mom and dad sent me a photo of their backyard today, and it's like a Christmas scene. I'm so jealous. What is this Cassie resurgence? She never left, bud. She never left. She's always been popular, ever since CCL. And probably before that. Muradin to be removed. I mean, Muradin to follow up the Ariel Detainment Strike is really nice. Muradin's just a solid tank, period, as well. Baseline stun, you got level 7 as well. No, you're good. Don't apologize for that caps lock, because that's how I feel too. I feel caps lock as well. Oh, Jesus. Yrel Imperious. So, main tank Imperious? Hypercarry Gul'dan? Do they get a third bruiser? Dude, Divine, I will trade you. I will absolutely trade you. I will take at least a foot of snow or 30 centimeter. As I said, like, memes aside, I really do think Deckard and Mephisto do slot into this draft well. It gives them extra wave clear, gives them good shrine clear, gives them good damage, solid heroics.
Finally.
We're gonna see an Ana and an Alarak. Ana, Alarak, in the last two slots on the right side. Nano boosted Alarak, probably. Nano boosted Cassia could be a thing, actually, too. Nano boosted Cassia would not be bad. Maybe even nano boosted Sonya. Hell, anyone nano boosted on that team would be really good if you think about it. Even Tyrael, too. Last pick on the left side. Is it a third bruiser with a hypercarry Gul'dan? It is. Okay, the Thrall was kind of expected here. So it's going to be Thrall, Imperious, Gul'dan, Ariel, I assume in the 4-man, and Yrel solo up against the Sonya is how I would envision this. But either way, get your Twitch predictions in as we load on into map number 2. It's going to be a great day of casting. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Map number 2 in this 3-map series, and we've got RossPierrDoll on the left-hand side, Yrel played by iTrax, Aryon, Gul'dan, it's a Mac, Thrall, Lovecol, Imperious, and Bronick on Ariel. That's a cute Viking spray, by the way. The right side of the map, gonna be seeing DMW, the Monday Walkers. It is your sniper, which I believe is a substitute here for Dark Wolf, as they were having some issues. So Sniper on the Alarak, Theoden playing Tyrael, your Shiro will be your Cassia, the Serenity on Ana, and the Evil will be your Sonya. So some role swaps coming out from DMW as they had to adjust their draft or composition. Alarak did go into the extended Lightning level 1. You saw him step up for that potential triple. He was focusing onto the fort gate so that he can capture enemies between. Cassie is going to go into Thunder Stroke. You've got your Furious Blow for the Sonya. Contact healing Ana. And Tyrael with the Ardent Restoration as a few a few healing darts do come out. Sleep Dart connects on to Imperious, as he's going to be saved by Ariel to Tame and Strike. Impaling Light level 1 for the Imperious. You do have the Righteous Assault for Ariel. Light of Karabor on your Yrel. No Dauntless for her for the 35 physical armor. Gul'dan Pursuit of Flame already on 6 stacks, and Rolling Thunder for the Thrall. Even though he's in the 4-man, no Crash Lightning, which probably would have been a little bit more on the meme side. Gul'dan kind of caught out by the Sonya in her flank into the enemy. Sniper stepping up, but it does not seem like they'll be able to do anything. This camp is being contested. Alarak gets a nice double telekinesis into Discord Strike. Sleep Dart lands onto Itrax, but Camp Invade is going to be really successful for DMW. A good aggression coming out in this early game. I need to blow my nose. I will leave you in silence in the rotations. Alright, just want to make sure I did that while it was early game and I could take a 2-second mute there. Alarak, little telekinesis to pull Gul'dan back. And the Sonya in top lane is going to be able to get a small wave pushed up near the fort gate, but Itrax is going to let this push up with the incoming wave and then probably clear it out. The ally team is already in mid to soak up anything, so it's not like missed experiences being had. So Yrel is just playing this really slow and safe in the top lane. As more camps are going to be grabbed to the right side, telekinesis pulling people around. The Celestial Charge from Pierce does land on the material. A few more Fell Flames are going to be thrown in here and there. Alarak continues to try and get telekinesis hits out. Pursuit of Flame is completely done by Gul'dan already at 2 minutes 26. Nice. Thrall does go into Frostwolf's pack, and Alarak is the Lightning Barrage, negatively charged, as he's going to be able to get the telekinesis. Does a lot of damage into Imperious. DMW takes first blood in map number 2. Cassia cancels her Hearth. Taking a look at the Aegis of Light level 4, by the way, for the Yrel, an uncommon level 4 pickup. Upon landing, Avenging Wrath grants other nearby ally heroes 40 armor for 5 seconds. Sleep Dart lands onto Gul'dan, the telekinesis into a Discord Strike, and Sniper is really doing good on this Alarak. 6% sadism increase from his kills. Still working on that level 1 to try and get the full reset. Oftentimes, we do see more sadism reduction at level 7 with this build. We don't often see the applied force, as this is a good rotation in top lane, and DMW woke up or something right now, as this is going to be 2-1 in kills, favoring the right-hand side. Tyrael working on objective. Alarak in the top lane soaking against the Yrel as well. Oh, sorry, yeah, literally Chili Mountain Sniper over here on the Alarak. And there it is, applied. Sorry, I had it back. I always flip those two. It is Applied Force, which is the one that reduces. We need a Hindered Momentum is the yellow one. Right. But yeah, the Applied Force reduced sadism by 10% permanently, but telekinesis pushes 15% further and has a 20% increased range. So that sadism you cannot get back, but the level 1, we'll see if Alarak does manage to get the triple hit, between it all. Man, we are still waking up on talent today. I apologize. Yashiro in mid, chunked a little bit. Biotic Grenade goes out. Imperious looks to back away. Gul'dan draining the health of an Impaler, as this Arcane Punisher will be grabbed in the bottom lane. Thrall is going to pivot down over here. He'll take a jump from the Punisher since the gate is not there. He'll get the fort defenses afterwards because it's a very good mechanic and should totally stay in the game. Yep. Thrall does also finish out his level 4 as he got the secondary route into Cassia through Alarak. Tried to just get a combo telekinesis and such into Mac. Thrall with his Wind Fury active, getting a couple extra hits in. Chain Lightning going out. The Punisher will be taken down. Next one's going to be about 8 minutes, 15 seconds into the map, as we do have more fighting breaking out in bottom lane. Tyrael with a little bit of body blocking. Gul'dan does go down. The Tame and Strike went out from the Ariel. 3 stacks for her, as this will be Ariel falling. Thrall, the next one to go down. Celestial Charge from Imperius, and that is going to be no kill into Yoshiro. The Cassia lives right there with a sliver of HP, a good healing dart from On at the last second. And Alarak, current sadism sitting at 98. If you're curious about the breakdown, I got you, homies. 20% reduction from talents, 18% from takedowns. So he's almost mitigated everything he's chosen to take away. Frozen Punisher in the top lane will be our next one, as I mentioned, about 8 minutes in-game time. We'll see Leap Sonya, Ball Lightning, Counter-Strike, Nano Boost, and Judgment Tyrael is a level lead as DMW comes through. That's a Ball Lightning out from Cassia, broken between Thrall and Imperius, so they kind of just split in the lanes. Celestial Charge out from Imperius, Wrath of Angiers, the Horrify from Gul'dan. Alarak is going to be in the front gate. That is a Earthquake from Thrall. Crystal Aegis comes out, Tyrael goes down, Ariel falls, Imperius is the next as well as Cassia. It is a bloodbath in mid lane. But in the end, it is DMW who still comes out on top, killing 3, only losing 2. Urel heads to bottom. She'll manage things, pushing the wave up near the fort gate for assistance and tower shots. But it's a 6-kill difference. DMW, for I think the first time in the group stage at all, has had a lead in a map. Wasn't it yesterday we watched DMW? It was like a 38-kill difference or something. So, yeah. Thrall will be taken down. No reset on his level 4, as I mentioned. Frostwell Pack was already completed earlier on. Alarak, I think, is maxed out on Heroic Kill Sadism. Yes, he is maxed out on that. I apologize. Apparently Cassia will go down the mid lane, and the camp will be invaded. So at least RossPierrDoll can find some sort of counterplay here, and they're not getting completely run over. Right now, Alarak, until he gets to level 13, he has no other way. Well, actually, that's not true. He can get 10% off of the Extended Lightning being completed. Negatively charged 20 stacks. At level 16, we'll see the Lightning Barrage, but what is his level 13? Is he Rite of Rock-Shear? They've been getting a lot of kills, so Rite of Rock-Shear wouldn't be bad. And it is going to be Rite of Rock-Shear, okay. I mean, it's not only just the takedowns, but basically hitting a marked hero with Discord Strike increases sadism by 3%, killing a marked hero increases sadism by 5%, and lowers the cooldown of Rite of Rock-Shear to 10 seconds. So it is based off of that Discord Strike, not your Extended Lightning, as we do have... Sorry, the Lightning Surge. That one I always flip as well. But the Evil will tap well, so you're looking to rejoin the allies. Leap down for 47 seconds. 13 talents here, advantage slightly still here in favor of DMW. Let's see, can I see the Rite of Rock-Shear marked? We looked at this beforehand, and I don't know if anyone's actually marked by Rite of Rock-Shear. That's going to be a Ball Lightning from Cassia, Judgment into the Imperius. Crystal Aegis lands onto Thrall. Imperius the first one to go down. The Horrify from Gul'dan does push back the enemy. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the Imperius does fall in the end. Repeated defense has been completed as well by the Ariel. A few more pokes here and there. Avenging Wrath for the armor for the allies all around. Leap in from Sonya in the re-engage. Biotic comes down to the ground. Counter-Strike from Alarak gets the trigger, and Gul'dan will fall to Alarak. Well, there is a Rite of Rock-Shear target, because I did see 3% sadism increase, and I believe, yeah, that's from the Discord Strike. Oh yeah, there it is. It's on Thrall. Okay, that's what I was just wondering. Level 13 applied to the Thrall right now. Frozen Punisher, second Punisher of the game, moving on in through top lane. Alarak backs away to tap well once again. Punisher jumps over into 2. Sleep Dart finds Imperius, but he's woken up immediately by Punisher damage. Alarak looking to walk in, telekinesis, big combo going in. Righteous Hammer onto Alarak, he has a Counter-Strike activation. Wrath of Angiers pulls Tyrael to the side, the Punisher follows up. There's going to be a Nano Boost onto Alarak. Can they take down Itrax? Indeed. This is Judgment from Tyrael, Crystal Aegis onto the Thrall, leaping from Sonya. And that'll be 121 sadism for your Alarak as they look. Oh, that's a good Horrify. to create a little bit of space for the Ariel to back away through mid lane. Punisher working on Keep Gate. So we're just looking once again to see if we can see the Right of Rakshir target. It looks like there's no new target applied, as I did see it off a cooldown. So Punisher is expiring. A 10-kill advantage for DMW. This Alarak dude is insanity. Oh, wait, we're gonna see mocking strikes? Really? Huh. I was anticipating it to be Lightning Barrage, or yeah, Lightning Barrage, because that's often what we see with this level 1, 4, and 7. But mocking strikes basic attacks against enemy heroes reduce the cooldown of Alarak's basic abilities by 1.5 seconds. This bonus is doubled against enemy heroes who are silenced, stunned, slowed, or rooted. Alright. A 10-kill difference. Basically a 2-level lead between the two teams. As we just see the Impaler camp pushing up a little bit more through the bottom lane tier. Going to help out with that one, but without 16 talent here, this is going to be 5-stack for RossPierrDoll, just trying to pick up the 16 talent here. I didn't look at when the last Punisher went down. I'm going to venture a guess we're 14 minutes in game time for that. Checking really quickly once again. Does Sniper have another target applied? I should take a look here and see. It is on cooldown, so it has been applied to somebody. I'm not seeing the mark on anyone, but either way. Talent here, still waiting for it. Yrel goes in with the Avenging Wrath. She silenced Righteous Hammer into Tyrael. Celestial Charge, I think, found the Tyrael. There was a weird interaction in that moment. Well, keeps using those Avenging Wraths near the allies to get that 40 armor to them. Combo from Alarak landing onto her. Sleep Dart does go out. And Yrel uses Avenging Wrath over the wall, and she'll be able to mount up towards top lane, which will be 16 talent here. For the members of RossPierrDoll, is this 16 the big turning moment? I mean, Rampant Hellfire is a big talent pickup as well. You do have Celestial Swiftness, which is the 20% movement speed for 5 seconds after casting Celestial Charge. Gain 40% attack speed for 5 seconds for each hero stunned with Celestial Charge. Thrall is going to be going into Thunderstorm, by the way. Alarak is going to be hit with a Wrath of Angiris, the Horrify from Gul'dan, Earthquake from Thrall. Alarak is trying to back away. He's full HP. Counter-Strike activates, but no one's hit by it. That is going to be Art Defender from Yrel coming through as well. Earthquake does subside Yashiro with the Nano Boost. Looking to get more Lightning Furies thrown in. Biter Grenade goes down on the ground. The chase continues. A good Righteous Hammer, Celestial Charge that will miss. The Alarak Telekinesis does pull. The Imperius out of position, but it's going to be Gul'dan finding the Cassia kill. Yrel takes down the Sonya. Tyrael falls to Yrel. His death timer gets... I think that was about 6 seconds off the death timer, and there's the objective. I was pretty close. I think I was like 2 seconds off, saying 14 minutes there. Also, Templar's Verdict's a big one, minus 15 armor. The Alarak once again. Just want to check and see. I don't think he's got a Right of Rakshir mark, but it's on cooldown. Well, 20 talent here looming on the right side of DMW, but they've lost 3 members. That's a lot of damage onto the Gul'dan. He'll go ahead and activate the Consume Soul level 4 off of a few minions and heal up about 75% of his health. Just like, I think there was that small panic, like, oh my god, this Alarak's gonna one-shot me. I need to get all my HP, so very quick button pressing, or at least Consume Souling from Arion there. Nicely done. Mortar Punisher maneuvering in through mid. The jump is going to be on cooldown for, I think, another 10 seconds. Imperius Celestial Charge into Tyrael, who's playing way too aggressive, but has the Eldrune's Might to jump back. There's the Punisher jump once again. Sonya looking for maybe a leap flank onto the enemy, but it seems like RossPierrDoll, they'll leave the objective to do its own thing, and I think they're going to go just try and soak up as much experience in the meanwhile through camps and waves. I mean, Thrall's already in mid, working on that. He's going to pivot to top lane. Fallen Shaman will be up in 30 seconds. Impaler left side is grabbed. And so it's the level 20, which will be guaranteed for DMW in just a moment, but it's the race for 20 on the left-hand side before the enemy can punish. Hasty bargain for the Alarak. Activate to permanently reduce Alarak's sadism by 4%. Reset the cooldown of all of his basic abilities. You do have Infinite Ball Lightning, Ignore Pain, Angel of Justice, and Nano Infusion. Allies affected by Nano Boost heal for 50% of the spell damage dealt. So taking a look over here at the Alarak once again. Just want to see, is the Rite of Rakshir off cooldown? 67 seconds. Killing the marked hero. Maybe. Is it? Question to chat, if anyone knows. If the marked hero dies to someone that isn't Alarak, does that not set... Is the cooldown dependent on Alarak getting the kill? I don't think so, but I feel like I haven't seen a marked target every single time I've checked. Oh no, there it is. I'm act once again. Okay. There's been so many times I feel like I've checked it and I don't see the mark on anybody.
The best healing you can do.
That is the best healing I can do. Alright, never mind. My question is moot. Disregard, chat. I thought it might be one of those very insane, weird Heroes of Storm things. Yeah, that's what I thought. But there was like, cause I could not find a marked target for so long. Because the icon is itty bitty, but anyways, thank you. Okay. Thanks for humoring my question either way. 20 talent here on the left-hand side. We have the Impervious, by the way, for the Imperious. No Brand of Solarian for continued mark duration. Wants that 75 spell armor. 3 seconds. Hitting enemy heroes with Center of Solarian Flare reduces the cooldown by 5, and it's a 75-second cooldown. Earth and Shields for Thrall is, I think, actually a really nice pickup here at level 20. Allies within the Earthquake area gain a shield equal to 15% of their maximum health for each pulse. The shield lasts for 4 seconds. Haunt Gul'dan is pretty standard, but the big factor is the minus 20 armor and 1 second duration. And that makes it a 4-second control or Horrified. And the Ariel is going to be Shield of Hope, which is a big one as well. Grant all nearby ally heroes a shield equal to, for 3 seconds, equal to 50% of the amount of health they're missing. All right. Still waking up apparently today. Yeah, like right here, you can't see it on Mac anymore. You literally cannot see it on Mac anymore. That's why I'm so confused. Weird. Telekinesis goes out from Alarak. This is going to be Hasty Bargain activated, using Discord Strike to back away. That's the level 1 completed. 10% sadism back for Alarak. Max sadism 130 right now. Actually, 120. He's got another 10% from Rite of Rakshir. But the Earthquake, Earth and Shields triggering, does zone the enemies back. The Earthquake does subside. Urel uses her level 20 Seraphim. That's a Celestial Charge going in. The Horrified from Gul'dan connecting onto Alarak. They're going to focus onto Alarak. Fodder Grenade goes down. Alarak Hasty Bargain at the end. He doesn't fall. The Nano Boost connects onto the Cassia. The Slam from Sonya will take down the Imperious. Alarak is able to help out Cassia get the last bit of damage into Gul'dan. As now it is going to be Urel, Ardent Defender activated, healing debuff applied with the anti-healer level 7, and Urel does fall as well. Well, what looked like a small turnaround moment completely went out the window against, or for RossPierrDoll. As DMW, I think they're going to be walking in for core. All lightning, telekinesis. And that'll be another kill. Alarak sadism. Yeah, there's the Rite of Rakshir on cooldown for getting the kill. Let's see if it will be applied to Ariel on the right side. It does seem like this is a call for core. Are they going Finland? Self-cast Crystal Aegis. Imperious Gul'dan are here, but Punisher's on core. Counter-strike from Alarak doesn't get the kill. Ariel does fall. The core does get taken down. Gul'dan, by the way, lives, so no, and Imperius as well, so no Finland on that one. But Jesus, dude, this Alarak was insane. That Alarak was, bonkers. I mean, look at that, bonkers. Alright, well, we'll pay out the people, all that good stuff, and, there's some talents. We gotta make a new sub-goal, and we gotta talk about what's for dinner, everybody, because I have no idea what I need to make for dinner. I have beef in the fridge, as teams are already banning. I need to restart my game after this matchup. I need to restart my game after this matchup is where my brain sits on this one. That was super weird what just happened. Anyways, panic baskets aside, let's get into it. We got Battlefield of Eternity for map number 3. RossPierrDoll on the left side. We have DMW, the Monday Walkers on the right side. They will be, they found victory in map number 1.
Forge a great destiny.
As Varian will be your first pick on the left-hand side. So they're going to be going for maybe like a 1-2 punch, like a charge taunt. Sort of Jaina, maybe you could pick up with this. Mephisto's not too bad. Kael'thas is an option. I think Li Ming is still available too. Yeah, Lazy Hydra indeed. Yeah.
Bring the mega death.
The hunt is on.
Alright, Lunara will be picked up. She does have decent race potential with Nature's Culling level 4. Vision's really nice. ETC, I'm actually curious what direction he's going to be going into. Is he going to be leaning more into utility with like speed metal and stuff, or is he just going to go for like standard tank build? Raynor and Stukov with the Varian as well, so a pretty simple composition so far on the left-hand side. But it is, as I said, it is looking like one of those charge taunt. You've got Stukov with his lurking arm. I would assume the Raynor is picked up here for race priority. You also have penetrating round as an interrupt. There's actually a couple interrupts into ETC Mosh as well. With your Stukov lurking arm, massive shover flailing swipe, we are going to get a Orphea ban, which I think Orphea with the Varian has that dive potential. But I still think like Jaina Raynor is such a classic combo. Ace in the hole level 1 is really nice. Exterminator is often the level 1 pickup. Rarely we get Veteran Marksman, but I can see it being grabbed on this map. Uther will be banned away, which is a smart heads-up ban. Gets rid of any sort of Divine Cow. Uther does have a really nice cleanse at level 7 as well. This is not a bad map by any means for Tyrande, by the way, for DMW. Tyrande would be huge here. Lunar Flare onto like Stukov while he's lurking arm. You've got Huntress Mark for race potential, Sentinel for vision. You also have a cleanse at 16, which is really strong with that Celestial Attunement, but it's going to be Whitemane Kael'thuzad. The rare Kael'thuzad pickup, which I am very happy to see. We don't get a lot of Kael'thuzads, so we'll get to see the Master of Chains doing his thing. Last 2 picks, though, a solid solo laner, and realistically, I'd love to see the Jaina realistically. I think Jaina with the Raynor Stukov variant is such a good sort of just punch in the face.
Our Telneus will rise again.
Is Variant gonna go Colossal Smash? Also, where's Artanis? Sorry, where's Crush? Where's Crush for the Artanis pickup here? Solo lane ETC. Okay. That's an interesting last pick, Muradin. So it is solo lane ETC up against the Artanis. Alright, let's see what ends up happening here. This is going to be weird. This will be an interesting one, everybody, as we get into it.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Alrighty, let's get into map number 3 in our first 3 map series of the day. On the right-hand side, it is going to be DMW. Sniper playing the Kael'thuzad. Serenity will be on the Whitemane. Yashiro playing Lunara and Theoden. Muradin, right? Sorry, you also have the Evil as ETC up in the solo lane as we anticipated. We do have Vitrex playing the Gray Man on the left-hand side for RossPierrDoll. Love Call is going to be your Artanis. We will see an Arion Raynor, Mac on the Varian, and Bronick playing the Stukov. Let's see what we got going on. It is amateur opponent level 1 for the Artanis. Twin Blade attack deals 150 bonus damage to non-heroes. You've got your Lion's Maw for the Varian, so he's probably just going to go taunt. It's typically what we see at level 1. Raynor is the rare veteran marksman. We do have Viciousness, Greymane, and Stukov. Is he going to go low blow, react to Ballista Spores? What are we looking at here for our Infested Terran ETC block party? You do have Sentinel Wisp, Lunara, Dwarf Block, Muradin, Pity the Frail, and the Plague Lance for Kael'thasad, which is going to be increased Death and Decay duration by 1 second after getting 30 Blight, increase the radius of Death and Decay pool by 30%. Lunara heading into top lane as Itrex and Lovecoal were pushing up into the fort gate against the Evil. Power slide in from ETC, little face melt onto the Artanis. He gets a blade dash through the enemies and into the minion wave as well. More twin blade activation. Greymane lunges in with the Dark Flight, but he has to immediately razor swipe back to safety. Changed in the bottom lane, sidestep by Mac, as that Death and Decay will be consistently thrown into the fort gate sidewall and such, which will get some decent sustained damage, especially with that level 1 increased duration. Varian, by the way, and Raynor both already on 6 stacks. It is reactive Ballista Spore for your Stukov. No low below level 1 for him. Oh, did I accidentally say Twin Blades? I apologize. Oh, no, the Twin Blades on amateur opponent. Right. I was like, wait, when did I say Twin Blades? I already forgot what I was talking about. Sniper! Will get sniped by Stukov. And there's 11 stacks for your Raynor right now. There's one thing I want to check really quickly. 60%. Okay, so 193. I'm just looking to see if Raynor goes down, does this tooltip actually update the total damage, or is it just this bonus damage over here, 60%? These are just little things for myself. So baseline is 185, if my math is correct. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, 185. So if he dies and it drops down, that way I can kind of have a basis. Aoden getting low once again, able to Dwarf Toss to safety. You do have level 4 picked up a little bit faster on the left-hand side from that earlier kill. And the single Impaler camp that was grabbed for bottom lane. Nothing actually traded in top. In the top lane, we have been having Lunara ETC up against the Artanis and Greymane. We didn't get a chance to look up here too much because the bottom lane is a little bit more flashy. As we do take a look up here, of course, that is the rotation out of the lane since our first look phase will be coming through. North and south positioning. Good morning, Stark. Good to see you, bud. I hope you guys had a fun session last night. I didn't get a DM saying, hey, time to make a new character, so I'm assuming everything went okay.
I shall purge your evil from this land.
One good spread level 4 for the Stukov. It is that taunt variant, as we did discuss earlier on as well. This is going to be taunt into the Kael'thasad. Mac trying to back away, ETC power sliding in. The Stukov is a little bit low. He activates his bio kill switch, and Stukov does go down. Chains from Kael'thasad go fishing for Greymane off of the Raynor, but won't be able to connect. The Immortal phase is going to be in favor, first half at least, to the left-hand side of RossPierrDoll, but Varian and Stukov have gone down. And now Lunara moves to the right side. She does have that Nature's Calling. It is going to be, by the way, for ETC, the Crowd Surfer. Just curious if we would see that pick up here on a solo lane ETC map. Race is looking pretty good here. More autos coming in here and there, as this is also going to be, 5,133 HP differential. Finish shielding onto the Immortal as Greymane has the Inner Beast active. The chains fly back from Kael'thasad, but no connection, and Varian is unable to chase it onto ETC as he was able to power slide to safety. The Immortal Alarian heads into bottom lane. 23 stacks for your Raynor, by the way. Currently sitting at 17.25 bonus. 202.25% on that one. Right now, the Immortal Siege will get Fort Gate of bottom lane. Varian charges in as I think there was Murden trying to dwarf toss in onto the Rainer. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Lunara chasing with some sustain here and there. Inspire activated by the Rainer as they look to back away the penetrating round. Lands onto a few enemies and Varian gets into... Oh no! Rainer, no! He will be dropped. And okay, so yes, this does correlate. Cool. That was the one thing I was trying to figure out here. Will the total damage adjust based off of the veteran marksman gambit? It does absolutely. Good stat connection or good stack tracking for us. Power slide from ETC as Lobcall is looking to back away. Actually goes in for the Blade Dash Phase Prism as Greymane enters back in. Doesn't get the swap onto Lunara. A couple more autos land onto Greymane. As we peek back into the bottom lane, the fort front gate has been completely opened up. Lurking Arm goes down from Stukov and cancel a little early as they don't want to be standing still against the Kill Facade. Speaking of the Master of the Cold Dark, he does have his first round of stackage done, so he has the Glacial Spike available, but he's looking for those double chains. 21 stacks up 30. Murder dwarf tossing in. Heavy impact level 7. A dash face person from the Artanis looking for Sniper on that Kill Facade. Sereny gets a big quick heal. Searing Lash goes down once again, and the White Mane will not fall. As Rainer, Stukov clear out bottom lane, and our second Immortal phase. Uh-oh, Greymane in the top lane. Power slid on and popped by Lunara. Blade Dash phase person from the Artanis to look to try and trade, but unfortunately Murden's here. Heavy impact level 7. Lunara gets the full Hearth out, and 10 Talents is about to be here. ETC will Hearth out on the right side of the screen as well. And let's get into the Immortal race right now, as this is going to be straight up race between the two teams. Yep. Who will come out on top? Greymane still rotating out from the Hall of Storms. Rainer's here with Stukov and Varian. Looks like Lunara has joined in on the top side of things. Murden helping out as well. I didn't look and see. I don't think he went Sledgehammer level 4. I think he was Reverb at 4. The power slide from ETC onto Mac. The Varian turns onto Kill the Zod. The Angelic Spin will not be enough to take down Sniper. Frost Blast, Mosh Pit onto 2 chains from Kill the Zod. Greymane, Stukov, and Varian all fall to the Master of the Cold Dark. Kill the Zod. Mosh Pit, Frost Blast, great combination. It is going to be your Scarlet Aegis, Avatar, and Thornwood Vines. As the Artanis and Rainer try and get some siege in the top and bottom. Hyperion will be utilized here. It is going to be Suppression Pulse Artanis. Varian, of course, already had the taunt from level 4. We'll see if he goes Warbringer, Shield Wall. It is Curse Bullet, Greymane, and Warbringer for the Varian. Murden is Reverb, by the way. No Sledgehammer level 4 for him. Stukov. Flailing Swipes? Yes, indeed. All right. Top lane, Fort Gate taken down. A Phase Prism tries to pull White Man out of position, but Sereny will be fine for the time being. Well, Kael the Zod is on the red side, Lazy Hydra, so based off of programming, his chains are longer. That's going to be a Frost Blast into the Artanis, but he's a little too far away for anything to follow up into them. Scarlet Aegis activates from the White Mane, 40 armor and a good chunk of healing right now. Chains from Kael the Zod find Greymane, and he will be bursted down. See those red chains just slightly longer. Kael the Zod's on the right side. Does he have an auto? He does indeed. He'll take down Bronick. That's going to be another combo. Activates his level 4 Armor of the Arclich. I believe is that sort of activation around him, right? 50 armor for 4 seconds upon activating nearby. Takes 72 damage and slowed by 35%. Indeed, that was that sort of kind of dark swirl around Sniper. Yeah, see, red team Kael the Zod's always more OP than blue side. Yep. These are memes, by the way, chat. It's not true at all. Death and Decay from that level 1, the Plague Lands, you can see that increased radius, and the siege in the Keep Gate is going to be very successful. The members of DMW, they back away, and we'll grab a top lane camp. TC working on bottom. Menagerie of Talents, by the way, for the ETC. He's got Block Party, went into Crowd Surfer. Usually we see Guitar Hero plus the Hammer-On combination. I'm assuming Block Party is just because they're in the solo lane against the Artanis trying to mitigate some of the incoming Twin Blade damage. It is going to be Encore level 13, so it's just kind of a... It's a bunch of different talents. It's not bad by any means. It's just, it's not like a synergistic build where we see Guitar Hero, Crowd Surfer's usually in that build as well with the hammer on. Then we have the aggressive shredding level 16, which still could be picked up. Up against the Artanis Greymane, I would assume this is Imposing Presence actually level 16. That'd be some really nice utility. Actually, Muradin and ETC could go Imposing Presence at 16. And that'd be really annoying against the auto-attack heavy composition of Greymane, Raynor, and Artanis. But we'll see what ends up happening. Still have 2 levels on that one. It is a 13 to 14, 13 just now rolling through. That's going to be suppression balls down from the Artanis. The Greymane is going to get caught by that Frost Blast. He will be taken down. Artanis on the left-hand side, pulled by some chains. Hyperion from the Raynor is summoned in the engagement. Blade Dash coming out from the Artanis, and that will be Artanis going down. What's up, Freaky? Good to see you. Chains from Gale Thazad looking for a target. Almost get on to the Stukov. Varian utilizing his Warbringer to dash to an ally. And Sereny has a little bit of a giggle beam. But now, the third immortal phase of the game. The first half is easily won by DMW. 4 seconds on the Greymane respawn. Where does the immortal phase swap to? Gonna be on defensive sides, but Artanis still dead for 2 seconds. Greymane working his way into the engagement. I assume the immortal Very Hardy will be picked up by DMW. It's probably going to go to bottom lane. That's a lot of damage into Yoshiro. Gets a good heal. There's going to be a suppression pulse from the Artanis as well. The engagement power slide from the ETC. Mosh Pit interrupted by flailing swipes as Bernie gets a thunderclap down on the ground. That's going to be chains from Kiltazad, pulling Varian back into the engagement. Get over here as Lovekull gets a blade dash through a few enemies. Thunderclap down on the ground. Greymane utilizing the minion wave to dash away. Thornwood Vine does connect onto the minions and possibly a little bit of damage onto Greymane as the Immortal will go into bottom lane. I do believe it's more defended. And yes, Big Bad Belith in the bottom lane. There's that imposing presence for the ETC. Lunara does go into the unfair advantage. You have subjugation plus shared punishment for the white main. There is the other imposing presence as well. I love it, dude. That's actually so brilliant at 16. And I believe these are exactly the same. 50, 22.5, 50, 22.5, 22.5. Yeah. So literally, it's you have double imposing presence. Oh man, dude, that's so annoying. Dwarf launch in from Muradin. Actually, no launch. He didn't go into the level 16. It just looked a lot further than it was. 50 stacks for the Raynor, by the way, as this Immortal is pushing on to bottom lane keep. We do have the Dwarf Toss in, heavy impact value. The Frost Blast connecting onto a few enemies. The Flailing Swipes come out a little too late, and Whitemane will take down Raynor. The Immortal still with shielding, moving in towards the core. This is going to be a Scarlet Aegis from Whitemane activated. Artanis goes down to the bottom right of your screen, and Chains from Kiltazad connecting. Greymane trying to jump away. He won't be able to do so. This is going to be Mac maneuvering towards the top lane keep, but this is going to be called for core from the members of DMW. The Monday Walkers will be able to take down the side of RossPierrDoll in a 2-1 score. GG, well played. DMW finding some victory in today's games.